name's Julia, and I'm an educator at the Columbia River Maritime Museum. In light of all of these updates about COVID-19, the Education Department has decided to start posting online Ed Talks to help bring the museum's programming to you. In today's Ed Talk, we're going to be baking our very own hardtack. Hardtack is a type of bread that's been used as a survival food for thousands of years. And this particular form of hardtack was used by pioneers, soldiers, and sailors as they were traveling during the 18th and 19th centuries. This type of biscuit was popular for 3 reasons. It was cheap to make, easy to carry, and lasted a long time. Hardtack only has 3 ingredients: flour, salt, and water, and so it was an easy way to feed a lot of people inexpensively. Best of all, if stored properly, hardtack never goes bad. In fact, some of the rations that soldiers during the Civil War were eating were actually leftovers from the Mexican-American War almost 15 years earlier. To make your own hardtack, you'll need a medium-sized mixing bowl, a spatula or spoon, a fork, a rolling pin, 1 cup of flour, a tablespoon of salt, and 1/3 of a cup of water. Start by preheating your oven to 375 and then add 1 cup of flour to your mixing bowl. After that, add 1 tablespoon of salt and mix the 2 together. Once you've mixed your dry ingredients together, add 1/3 of a cup of water and blend until a dough starts to form. You want to add as little water as possible because hardtack was the equivalent of a biscuit brick, and that's part of why it lasted so long while sailors were at sea. Once your dough is coming together, you don't want it to be super sticky. It should be about the consistency of a Play-Doh. After your dough is started to come together, place it on a lightly floured surface and break it up into 4 separate pieces, so that you'll have 4 hardtack biscuits by the end of this. After that, begin shaping your biscuits into 1/2-inch thick pieces. They don't have to be perfect, and they can be whatever shape you want, although traditional hardtack biscuits are rectangular. The final step before your biscuits go in the oven is to dock your dough. Docking is the process of poking holes in your bread so that all of the moisture can flow through it while it's baking in the oven. Part of this is also to help your hardtack become the true biscuit brick that it was meant to be. If you have a dough docker at home, that's great, but since I don't, I'll be using a fork today to poke holes almost all the way through my hardtack biscuits. Place your biscuits on a greased baking tray and put them in the oven for 30 to 40 minutes. After cooling, your biscuits might come out feeling hard as a rock. But that's okay. That's hardtack as it should be. So that's all for me about hardtack. We hope to see you again for the Columbia River Maritime Museum's online Ed Talks. Thanks for watching.